Humane AI pin versus iPhones, the ultimate tech showdown. Last Monday, the San Francisco-based startup Humane finally announced its artificial intelligence pin after years of pre-launch hype that built up anticipation. A post-smartphone device was the goal of the company, which was established by Imran Chaudhry and Bethany Bongiorno, both of whom had previously worked for Apple. The startup received finance totaling $241 million. The solution that it came up with was a small square device that you may attach to your clothing items. It is possible to communicate with a keyboard by talking to it and making gestures. It projects information into your hand rather than including a traditional display in its design. Instead of providing you with apps, it provides you with an environment that is powered by artificial intelligence and is designed to do everything from assisting you in managing your calendar to enhancing your eating habits. You will be able to live in the moment rather than staring at a screen thanks to Humane's AI pin, which is being marketed as an alternative to the addictive tendency of smartphones. The underlying goal reminds me of two products that I talked about a few years ago, the Palm and the Light Phone U. As far as technology is concerned, it is a radical rethinking, but the overarching purpose is similar. Neither one of them ended up gaining traction in a significant way. My colleague Mark Wilson has some reservations about Chaudhry and Bongiorno's brainchild, which he claims has not fundamentally solved any significant problems we have with technology. This is after he has met with Chaudhry and Bongiorno and seen the AI pin for himself. The future artificial intelligence pin that Humane, which was developed by former Apple employees, has released with the hopes of reducing the amount of time spent in front of a screen and replacing your smartphone with a little device that will serve as your assistant. Imran Chaudhry and Bethany Bongiorno, who have lofty aspirations and goals for a future that is more present, shared a video in which they introduced their artificial intelligence pin and demonstrated its skills and characteristics. The majority of people's responses to the AI pin have been about the same level of skepticism as Mark's. From the power system, which consists of hot-swappable external batteries that double as the magnetic fastening that keeps the gadget connected to your clothing, to the fact that Humane is attempting to pack so many novel ideas into a single product, I am overjoyed to see that Humane is making such an effort. It is a bigger and more intriguing gamble than smartphones whose mere names such as iPhone 15 and Pixel 8 tell you that they are an iteration of an iteration of an iteration. It is a bolder and more exciting gamble than smartphones. Despite this, it appears that the technology sector is not even close to providing us with something that may potentially do to the smartphone what the smartphone did to the dumb phones of the past. It is not even obvious that many people hold the belief that smartphones are a product that has to be replaced, or that they are an addiction that they are attempting to overcome. At least the launch video that is displayed on the homepage of Humane's website gives the impression that it is a push for cod liver oil. This is not something that I would naturally choose over an iPhone or an Android phone. A few years ago, the industry's desire to displace the smartphone generated widespread conjecture that augmented reality glasses of some kind would integrate smart upgrades into our lives in a more seamless manner than a pocket-sized screen ever could. Even before Facebook changed its name to Meta, CEO Mark Zuckerberg fueled the anticipation of such glasses by presenting extravagant and future representations of them, blurring the boundaries between the physical and digital in ways that are not yet feasible. Apple's Vision Pro headset is another option to consider. It is not expected to be released until the following year, and when it does, it is expected to cost 7 times as much as Meta's new Quest 3 headset. The firm that is responsible for the iPhone is not going to market its new product by portraying the entire smartphone category as being on the verge of becoming obsolete. The Vision Pro is not anywhere close to being ready to replace the iPhone as a mainstream all-purpose device, and it won't be until it is significantly more affordable, more comfortable, and more power efficient. This is true even if Apple were willing to cast doubts on the iPhone. It is wise that Apple is concentrating more on communicating what the Vision Pro will be able to achieve when it is released rather than what it could be able to do in the future. This is the case for the time being. With the assistance of Microsoft's AI chat GPT, Humane's AI pin can not only send and receive messages on your behalf, but it can also perform all of the activities that are often associated with an AI assistant. Interacting with the pin can be done through the use of your voice, touch, or an interactive laser screen. The pin is always listening. It is also possible to record videos and capture images by simply giving a voice command on cue, eliminating the need to hold the device and aim it at the subject of the photograph or video. In addition to having batteries that can be replaced, the device will magnetically attach itself to your clothing so that it may accompany you wherever you go. Is it capable of replacing smartphones? Is the AI pin useful or even necessary in our everyday life, even though it is highly futuristic and technologically advanced? On the go, the little gadget is capable of performing a variety of duties. Nevertheless, it does not provide the same experience as a smartphone. It is not able to replace the intimate and personal text messages that we may want to send out but are unable to utter out loud. Nor does it provide the experience of a screen that allows us to scroll through social media networks or play games. Even while the AI Pin was designed to cut down on the amount of time spent in front of displays that could be damaging to our health, are we prepared to fully remove screens from our lives, especially considering how much we are influenced by visuals? Music is provided by the gadget, which also features a sound bubble that can wrap us and keep us entertained. However, do we require everyone to be aware of what we are listening to or what we want to listen to all the time? Furthermore, the device is capable of capturing high-resolution photographs and movies. However, we will not be able to determine the method by which it was acquired until we plug or connect the device to a mobile device or a laptop to examine it. In addition to providing complete privacy and data protection, even if a device is compromised, Humane also provides artificial intelligence help that can provide answers to any inquiry you may have at any moment. Despite this, the launch video that was made available by Humane had several glaring mistakes that were made by the artificial intelligence system when it was responding to queries that were presented by the founders. After the flaws were brought to the startup's attention, the company felt humiliated and issued a new video offering corrections. Even though there's a little mistake, it raises questions about the reliability of the device and whether or not it can be relied upon to provide accurate responses, particularly in situations when there is no screen to verify the accuracy of the responses. The item has already been deemed a failure by several tech analysts, but they also believe that it would be successful if it were connected with an Apple Vision Pro headset. This would allow it to provide the visuals and applications that the AI Pin fundamentally needs. If combined with Apple Vision Pro, which costs $3,499, this might become a very pricey device for the rather insignificant purpose of reducing the amount of time spent in front of a screen. The AI Pin costs $699 and has a membership fee of $24 per month. With its AI Pin, Humane has introduced a new device that aspires to surpass the capabilities of smartphones by being superior to them and completely different from them. However, the smartphone itself was not a completely novel concept, which contributed to its success in the market. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.